Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm literally just prepping my skin at the minute because I want to use something today that I've seen all over TikTok, and I've had it ages just sitting in my cupboard and I completely forgot about it, and I saw it this morning and I was like, right, I'm going to sit down and review it. But the moisturiser that I'm using is by Green People. Absolutely love this stuff, and this isn't an advertisement or nothing. I just genuinely like it. So it's the scent-free day moisturiser with prebiotics and willow bark by Green People. I'm going to start using this. I've seen it everywhere. So it's the Made by Mitchel colour palette. And I have had this for so long. I haven't even opened it. That's how new it is. I literally have not tried it yet. But I have seen it over my TikTok and everywhere on social, of how many people say that you can do so much with these palettes. I wanted to get the colour one as well, but it was actually sold out. So I've just got the neutral ones, which apparently you can make your own concealer, eyeliner and foundation out of. So should we give it a whirl? Comes with a little spatula as well. Oh, and a little brush at the end. It's cute. Didn't even realise that. So yeah, it comes with the spatula, which I suppose you can just mix the colours. So it's a lovely diverse amount of colours. It does come with the colour chart and their names on the back. I want to actually see how pigmented these are and how well the coverage is. I mean, I've moisturised, but I am just going to whack on a bit of primer. It's the NARS face primer. So I'm just literally going to put that in my drier areas, shall we say, like my whole face. Let that set. Always look your moisturisers and primers set before whacking everything on straight away. And you want to look for a tack as well. That's the whole purpose of a primer, is the tackiness. I'm quite pale at the minute, so I've got quite a lot of, my face is quite redder compared to my neck. So I always go with the same colour as your neck. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go with this one, which is it opposite? Dusty. Don't know if I like that name. Ooh, it's a lot creamier than I was expecting. Looks as thick as you like as well. I can't use that on its own. I'm going to do creamsicle. Is that what it's creamsicle? Is that what it's called? Because that Dusty has actually got quite a pink undertone. Don't know if you can see, but I have just mixed creamsicle, but that is going to be way too light for me. So I am going to add just a dash of oats. It's quite easy to blend, actually. Really easy to blend. Like, they've mixed so well, and that's really handy coming with a spatula. I mean, I don't know how far this is going to go, but we're going to put it to the test. I'm going to do a swatch. Oh no, that's way too light, although that's going quite well with my neck. I might just add a dash more oats. Apparently you can get every skin tone matched with this if you can blend it as well. Is that even a little bit different? I don't know. I mean, I could work with it. I can always make it darker with bronzer and contour, so I'm just going to go with it. Right, let's just put this on. I'm literally just going to whack it all on. I didn't actually use that much, so I'm going to do that again. Oh, that might even be a better ratio. So whack some up the top, some down the nose. Make sure that it's got some actual coverage on my face. Cover that little shit thing there. I'm just going to use just a flat, I mean, this is a concealer brush, but I actually quite like it to use just to distribute the product. I mean, that's not actually, hang on. Obviously people drag it down to their neck to blend in, but if you get your skin tone matched with the foundation perfectly, you won't need to do that, and it's just a unnecessary step if you don't need to do it. I mean, this is making me look like a ghost, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. I haven't got any tan on. It's winter here at the minute, so I'm pale. I mean, it's blending out quite nice. I mean, it's drying quite quickly, and I do feel like you've got to work quite quickly with this. I probably didn't need that much, but I am gonna go, ooh. Hasn't got any scent either, which I like. I don't really like highly scented products on my face because it's a bit overwhelming and makes me feel a bit sick. Right, I'm looking a bit like a ghost at the minute, so where's my beauty blender? Right, I'm just gonna start blending that and pressing it into the skin and see what sort of coverage, because obviously no matter what you do with a sponge, the sponge is going to absorb a little bit of the product no matter what. But I think I have gone too light. I mean, get those red ears. I always see people do their face perfectly and they have like bright red ears. I don't know if you can see, but that has melted into the skin quite effortlessly. I am just gonna get just a little brush because I've got quite a dry nose, so this is gonna put this to the test, because as much as I moisturise and prep my skin, my nose always goes flaky. That's not bad coverage. It's covered everything, basically. I don't know. I mean, I haven't worn this out like in a day, so I don't know how long it will last and what it will be like at the end of the day. But so far, so good. I would say you do need to blend it quite quickly because it dries out quite quick. Considering I mixed that myself, that's not too bad. It's not too much of it. I mean, I could have gone a little bit darker, I'm not gonna lie, but we can fix that. It's fine. I'm actually gonna try and use this palette as much as I can, so I'm gonna use it for my contour as well. So I'm gonna use the little brush. No, I'm not. I'm actually going to wipe the spatula clean. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that as the base. Sadie or Toasty? No, Toasty's way too red. Richer or Sadie? Is it Sadie or Sade? I do apologise if I'm not saying these names correctly, but Sade, it's got quite an orangey undertone, whereas Toasty is quite red. So I'm looking more at Richer. I think it's going to be my best bet for contour because it's got a little bit more of an ashier tone rather than too much warmth. I don't want to be too warm. Let's just do it. What did I say? Richer. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I was a bit scared to put that on my face. It's actually a lot darker in person than it is on camera, I think. It's that one I'm using. Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. I am going to warm it up. I feel like this product works better warmed up, and I think that's probably what you meant to do anyway. Oh, that's way too dark for a contour for me. So I am going to add a little bit of, should I add a little bit of coconut? See what that does. Just making it a little bit lighter because obviously I don't like my contour too dark because otherwise it will be too hard to blend out. I mean, I'm just doing this on the back of my hand, but you can get like little mixing palettes. I have got one somewhere, but God knows where it is. A little bit better for me. Might add a little bit more dark. Might be a little bit too grey actually. I don't like it grey. See, it's all about mixing and experimenting. This is what I like about this because the possibilities are endless with this little palette. And he actually does the colourful one as well, like I said at the beginning of the video, which people have been playing around with like cream eyeshadow and eyeliners and everything like that, like really funky makeup. So, right, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but I'm quite happy with that. It's like a taupe. I am only going to do 2 areas at a time, just in case I heavily regret my decisions. So I'm going to say, oh no, you really don't need as much as I thought you did. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. That was a fucking disaster. I'm going to go not as cool. I want the coolness to chisel, but I want the warmth to warm my complexion up. So I need to reevaluate my decision. So I'm actually now going to go in with Sadie, or Sade, which is that one here. Then I'm going to go in with Caramel, that one. And then I'm going to do a dash of Unordinary. You get the right shade, it's okay. But I mean, I'm not going to lie, this is a bit of a faff. Like, if you know it off by heart and you know the mixture that you need, then yeah, like, it's going to be a little bit quicker. See, with contour, you don't want it super dark because it's just not going to blend in to your skin. You need to go with your natural skin tone, like, but a couple of shades darker. Obviously, I don't like it too grey, but I don't like it too warm. But I will say, if you have it a little bit grey, ashier undertone, that's more for shadowing and chiselling out your features. Whereas if you have more of a warmer tone, that's just going to make your whole complexion a little bit more warmer and blend in with everything and make you not look dead. I am literally just going to dab it. Oh, that's nice. And then I'm going to see how that blends out, because you don't want it too dark. See, that's better. See, a little goes a long way. Literally going to apply where I apply my contour usually. Literally using really faint tapping motion, so I'm not using too much pressure. Right, so now that's added a little bit more colour to the face, I'm just going to take it down the jawline. Just to create a shadow. I mean, I do sometimes blend out. And obviously when you do your eyes and everything, I usually do eyes first, but obviously for the sake of this video, I am just doing face first. So I am going to try and actually do like maybe some sort of a wing with this palette. See how we get on with that. So literally just bronzing up and shadowing that neck bit slightly. I mean, that is more of a bronzer shade, if I'm quite honest. I could have added a little bit more of the cooler in with that just to chisel out a bit more, but I'm just gonna go with it. I mean, it is quite drying on the skin, I'm not going to lie. Would I use this every day? No. Is it fun to play around with and have a little play about mixing the colours? Yes. Every day today, no, I would not use this. It's nicely formulated, it's very, very pigmented, but it is a little bit drying, personally, for me. If you're 21 and younger, it might be perfect for you, but I'm in that category of 30 plus, so drying products on my skin is not the one. But I wanted to do an honest review on this and see how I got on with it. I mean, it's beautiful shading. The camera is a lot different to what is picking up onto my mirror. But all in all, it's nice. I can't really say too much more things about it, to be honest. So yeah, I don't mind this palette at all, but let's see what else we can get out of it. So I'm thinking black cream liner, neutral earthy lids. First of all, I'm going to get my P. Louise base. I am going to literally whack that on the lids. I don't think you're going to need that much of a primer with these, if I'm quite honest, because they're cream based already and they're highly pigmented. But I like having this just to have as a base anywho, because I think it is one of the best eye bases out there at the moment. Oh, I wonder if we can do brows with this as well. I'm going to see if we can do brows as well. Right, we'll do that in a minute. I'm jumping the gun. And I'm actually going to go in with... Fuck it, let's just go all out. Let's go in quite dark. Let's go in cooler. I think that's quite pigmented though, so it's going to be... I don't want it. Yeah, shit. Well, we're committed now. Right. This isn't even black. This is the cooler shade. This is like the really dark brown with like a grey undertone. So I was going to get a fluffy brush And I'm just going to see how well I can blend this out. I mean, obviously I said natural earthy, but fuck me, this is going to be like glam, innit? That has blended out so much better than I thought it would. I'm actually really impressed with that. Right, so I'm going to add a little bit of warmth now. I'm going to go in with caramel. Just going to literally dab the brush in now. And then I'm just going to add just a touch to the tops here, just to add a little bit of warmth. Happy with that. So you can clean up at the end as well, but obviously I usually do eyes first, but because I wanted to try out the base and everything, and this is mainly around this, I went in with the base first. Fuck, I've got it on my table now and that's not coming off. Back. Next I'm going to go in with a bit of a wing. I'm not going to do it, I'm going to use the black. I'm just going to try and use as many colours as I can in this palette for this video. So I've just got a little bit of black on a really thin brush. And then I'm just going to add like a smoke line. I'm not going to be precise with it. I mean, I'm guessing if you want it really intense, you can add like a little bit of setting spray or water to this, and then use like a more detailed brush or an eyeliner brush, and really make that super black like that. I'm quite happy with that. So let me just go off camera and do the next one. Right, I'm actually quite impressed with it for the eyes. If I'm quite honest, for the base, it's okay. Now it's all sort of like settled down, but it is a little bit too, like I can already see around my nose. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but I can see around my nose that it's starting to sort of like come away a little bit already. But in all, it's not too bad. I mean, I'm not going to do too much more to the eyes. I am going to try something in the lower waterline, maybe the white, to make my eyes pop a bit more. First things first, I'm going to try the eyebrows. I don't know what colour to do for my brows. I'm leaning towards these two, so I don't know whether to mix them or just go in straight with that. 'Cause I mean, I am redhead now, so I can get away with going a little bit darker, so fuck it. Cooler for the brows, because it's got that taupey vibe to it. I don't know how this is going to go because I don't really use creams for my brows, but let's have a go. I mean, it's very dark. I'm committed now. Camera, yeah, not too bad. Would I do it in every day out and about? No. Not using anything else on the brush. I am literally just going to blend that down towards the inner brow. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, it's a little darker for my liking, but we can make it work. But a little goes a long way with this. Brush that product through a bit. See, that's not too bad. So I think I am going to go in with this eye with the same. But how much is the difference does putting brows on? Oh my God. So let me go off camera and I'm going to do the other one. So coming back on, obviously these are a lot darker than I usually have my brows. But I am quite impressed with it going onto the brows. It's not as creamy as I thought it was going to be. It's dried quite quickly. So I don't think it's going to be an issue with smudging or anything like that. I would still set it with a clear brow gel. Some people might like them this dark. Darker hair as well can get away with this, but it's not too bad. So what I'm going to try now is I'm going to try the white. White is quite hard to get bright. So I'm going to see how well this does Got quite a substantial amount on my brush. Oh my God. It's really hard to get a white to transfer into your waterline with it still looking quite bright. Blink test. Obviously I need to clean up on my lashes, but I quite like that. And then what I'm going to do as well is use some coconut shade and put that just on the inner corners to brighten that up. And obviously I'm going to just blend that out. That looks like highlighter. I love that. The more I'm using this palette on the eyes, the more I'm falling in love with it. I'm not a massive fan of it on my face. I do prefer my more dewy look because this is quite matte and thick on the skin and drying. So I do like, being that little bit older as well, I do like that dewy look, not a matte look. But obviously I'm not mad at it at all. Right, all I've done so far is literally just put some mascara on, but what I'm going to do before I put a lash on is actually maybe use a bit of concealer, because I haven't done my concealer yet and I completely forgot. So I do like it quite brightening under my eyes. And if I had any blemishes or anything, I'd do it skin tone colour, obviously. But I'm going to go in with coconut and creamsicle. They're right next to each other. I'm going to apply it just under the eye. This is all backwards at the minute. I would do this all before. I think I've put too much on. I'm not going to put anything under there and see the difference. Oh, look at that brightening already. To tap that in, and then I will go in and set with my powder. A little bit more down the sides of my nose. Again, I'm not angry at this formula at all. It is a beautiful formula. You just got to work quickly because it sets quite quick. I'm just going to go in with my damp blender. Difference that is made to that hole under the eye. I mean, it's all I've seen. Like, I mean, I got this last year. Not this. I got this last year and it's just been sitting in my cupboard, and to be honest, I actually forgot about it. So I'm just going to go and set that. I'm just going to take my Laura Mercier setting translucent powder. I haven't got a pink one that I can find. I mean, I love this powder. This is like my go-to powder. Oh, just look, it just blurs and just takes any flaw away from under your eyes. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Just dust any excess around the face. I wonder if I can get away with a lip liner. Let's try a lip liner. I'm going to mix creamsicle and Sadie together and see what we get. Don't know how this is going to go, but we'll soon find out. Just using a really fine detailed brush to go in for my lips. Can we go darker? I don't know, I quite like it. I'm quite liking it actually, so I'm not going to add any more dark. I'm quite liking this as like a lip altogether actually, the colour. Ooh. Ooh. Hang on a minute or two. I mean, this is how versatile this palette is. The possibilities are literally endless. That is a gorgeous lip. I mean, you can't beat a nice nude lip. but I really like that. To go over that, I'm just going to use my Iconic lip plumping in shade, I can't even see it, I'll have to have a look properly because I literally can't see, just to complement this colour. I mean, there's not really much else to do now, but I quite like that. Let me just sort the barnet out quick. Right, I've just literally whacked my hair up quickly, so I'm just going to literally go in with my Too Faced bronzer and literally just go over and stipple it on where I like to be bronzed. Dragging that down the neck will ignore the neck. Considering I've only used 5 products, I think that's good. Would I do it every day, like I've said? No. Can I be bothered to put a lash on? No. So I do understand why everyone went absolutely mad about this, and I do really want to try the colourful one as well, but as I say, it was out of stock when I went to buy it, so hopefully I'll get my hands on it soon. So I'm just going to literally finish this look with my Iconic Prep Set and Go, just to get some moisture back into the skin because it does feel quite dry, and to get a bit more of a glow. So there we have it, my first impressions. Finally got round to doing it, of the Made by Mitchell colour cases. Obviously this is the neutral one. I will try and do a one with the colour one, and then hopefully I'll be able to do like a full face of just these 2 cases and use nothing else apart from a lash, maybe. Let me know what you think. Have you tried this palette? I'd love to see everybody else's reviews on it. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comment section below. Make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. It really helps. And also subscribe to my channel to get notified of any upcoming videos. See you later.